First of all, when I woke up this morning and I heard about Jeffrey Epstein committing suicide, hanging himself in a guarded prison cell, or better yet, a jail cell, same thing, the first thought came to my mind was, they killed him. They killed this man because he's got information, he's got names that was about to be exposed. Now I know there's a lot of people that's anti-President Trump. And I know there's a lot of conspiracy theories out there believing that Trump had something to do with his death. But I beg the difference. Trump is not a murderer. No, I don't know him personally. I've met him in the past. But Trump don't have the energy of a murderer. There has been no war since Trump has been president. And he had not attacked because he was concerned about the number of people that would have died. So therefore, he started using tariffs as his weapon. And when it comes to war, that's his extreme last resort. But Trump is not a murderer. Trump has the child's heart. He's got the heart of a child. He does not have the heart of a lion. Trump does not have the heart of a lion. He's got the heart of a child. He's good when it comes to business. But when it really boils down to it, Trump is not a murderer. He's not a thug. Now, Bill Clinton was also named. Now, I know they had photos out there of Trump associating with Jeffrey Epstein. But they also had photos of Bill Clinton. And there's information out there regarding Bill Clinton and Jeffrey Epstein. So it's not too far-fetched to think that maybe the Clintons got something to do with his death. Because we all know that there have been quite a few deaths that's surrounding the Clintons. People that had information on the Clintons, damaging information on the Clintons. Hillary was allowed to wipe out hard drives, get rid of evidence, and nothing happened to her. We talked about how the Clintons were untouchable in the past. The Clintons are untouchable. They're allowed to do things that no other president or former president had been able to do and get away with it. They have that much power. Now, here's a list of some of the people that mysteriously died that was associated with the Clintons. I'm just going to show it now. I'm going to put the article on the bottom. I'm going to put the list on the bottom and you can read it for yourself. Now, just this small part says, this is a message that began being forwarded via email in the mid-1990s of various Bill and Hillary Clinton associates alleged to have died under mysterious circumstances. This conspiracy theory continues to resurrect itself during Hillary Clinton's 2008 and 2016 presidential bid. Now, if you scroll down further, you see a photo of Bill Clinton and Jeffrey Epstein. Now, Bill Clinton's got a history now of, I did not have sex with that woman. He's got a history, a documented history of sex issues that he had. It's alleged that even he and Hillary Clinton actually fought in the White House. Hillary Clinton went off because of the fact that of these sex cases that surrounded Bill Clinton. Now, this is the Clinton's Deadpool. This is a list of names, and I'm gonna put the list on the bottom and you can click on it and check it out for yourself. But this is a list of the names that died that had damaging information regarding the Clintons. Special Events Folster says former White House counselor and colleague of Hillary Clinton at Little Rock's Rose Law Firm died of a gunshot wound to the head, ruled suicide. What about Mary Mahoney, a former White House intern, was murdered July 1997 at a Starbucks coffee shop in Georgetown. The murder happened just after she was to go public with her story of sexual harassment in the White House. Ron Brown, Secretary of Commerce and former DNC chairman, reported to have died by impact in a plane crash. A pathologist close to the investigation reported that there was a hole in the top of Brown's skull resembling a gunshot wound. At the time of his death, Brown was being investigated and spoke publicly of his willingness to cut a deal with prosecutors. The rest of the people on the plane also died. A few days later, the air traffic controller admitted or committed suicide. C. Victor Razor II. Razor, a major player in the Clintons' fund-raising organization, died in a private plane crash in July 1992. Paul Tully, Democratic National Committee political director, found dead in a hotel in Little Rock, September 1992, described by Clinton as a dear friend and trusted advisor. Ed Wiley, Clinton fundraiser, found dead November 1993, deep in the woods of Virginia, of a gunshot wound to the head, ruled a suicide. Ed Wiley died on the same day his wife, Kathleen Wiley, claimed Bill Clinton groped her in the Oval Office in the White House. Ed Wiley was involved in several Clinton fundraising events. And the list goes on. And this is not even all of them. Now here's a photo right here that says, "I did not have sex with those children." It says, fact, Bill Clinton flew with convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein 26 times on his Lolita Express to Epstein'S pedophile island for orgies. Okay? So when it comes to someone that's having a reason to get rid of him and that know how to do it, it's not the fact that Jeffrey Epstein was put to death and President Trump was named to be an associate of him, but who's got the wits? Trump does not have the wits to commit murder. It's not a part of him. It's not him. But Bill Clinton's got a history of people disappear, even President Obama, because his gay lover, his alleged gay lover, ended up dead when he was talking about coming public with some information. And now you got Barack Obama and the Clintons, they bump buddies. And then it says the following persons had information on the Ives Henry case. Keith Coney died when his motorcycle slammed into the back of a truck, 788. Keith McMaskell died stabbed 113 times November 1988. And here are more lists. It says the following Clinton bodyguards are also dead. Here's a list of the bodyguards. Clinton bodyguards ended up dead because you know bodyguards have information. So they have to get rid of those that have information. Now, if you notice, with all the information that's coming out regarding this Hillary thing, where Trump supporters were saying lock her up, lock her up, lock her up, and then now you have the Attorney General doing an investigation, and we all wondered, like, why is Trump allowing all these lawsuits and allegations to go, and he's not really fighting back like he can, especially if he's got evidence. There's a reason behind that. Trump does not want to end up dead somewhere with a gunshot wound. So that's why we're not really seeing them push the issue of what went on with Hillary Clinton and these emails. They're not really touching the Clintons. Yes, the Attorney General is like investigating, but no information came out yet. And if it does come out, who's going to end up dead next? The Attorney General? Just think about it. Look at the crimes that's allowed to take place now. And when they just recently went to this politician's house, they put their information out there, their donors. This is what Democrats are able to do. They're able to do these things and get away with it. So they put Trump donors out there, and then they start showing up at their house. And nothing is done about that. That, in my opinion, was a warning to them. It was a warning to them that watch yourself, because we will put your information out there. We can get you anytime we want and make it look like an accident. Now this last part says, and the most recent Seth Rich, at that particular time this list was put out, the DC staffer murdered and robbed of nothing on July 10th. WikiLeaks found Assange claims he had info on the DNC email scandal. Not included in this list are the 4 men killed in Benghazi. Not the kind of person I want in charge of my country. And then it says, God bless America. So it's deep, y'all. I mean, what's going on now? And like I've always said, I've never seen a beast this angry. See, so while y'all out there railing at President Trump, man, is like, he's got a child's heart. He's got a child's mind, right? But I support Trump because he's the underdog. I support Trump because the system is against him. There's a reason why the system is against him. It's him against the world and his supporters. That's why I support Trump. See, it's easy for us to talk about the Illuminati and the Bilderberg and the white supremacists and all these people that's in control. But when you really look at it, the Democrats are the ones that's holding the card. They got the money. The Democrats control the money. Just look at all of these corporations and social media and news media that have the power to block you, to keep you from putting information out there. That's not Republican, that's Democrat. So when you have Twitter and Facebook, Instagram, YouTube can block a high-level politician, block their account, and there's nothing they can do about it. The Republicans come back and say, well, we're not going to support you now. We're not going to buy any ads from you. That's not going to do any good, because right now it's not even about money. This is not about money right here. This is for the souls of Americans. Let me repeat that. This is not about money right now. It's about the souls of Americans. See, this is an angry beast that's out to destroy President Trump and those that surround him. Because Trump is making things happen. It's not about money. It's much bigger than we think it is. So when you're going against Trump and you think that you're angry at Trump and he's the bad guy and the white supremacist, no, you're wrong. Trump is fighting against the system. And like I mentioned before, man, when Trump first ran, a lot of people were concerned that he would end up dead, or people surrounding him, because then they started attacking his family. They actually started going after Trump's family. And they're still going after his family. 365 days of the year, man, 24 hours a day. They're constantly nailing him. They're nailing him, trying to find reasons to destroy him. And those that receive that mark of the beast, man, you're defending the beast. Every time you go, you fight right along. And look at the Breakfast Club. The people that they have on there supporting, man, they know that these people are wicked. But they're also playing on the devil's playground. They realize the playground that they're playing on. But when the devil one day show up, it's too late. You can't repent. You can't turn from that. You can't run from your destruction. The wrath that is in your path because of choices you made for yourself. This is not about Trump, y'all. Remember me telling you this. This is not about Trump. This has everything to do with the Clintons. And I would not be surprised if it's got something to do with the Obamas. Trust me on that. Because when Obama was president, he fought hard. That was his main agenda, was transforming Americans into transsexuals and homosexuals. That was his main agenda, to support them. And all this other stuff that we hear about happening in the media, the child sex trafficking, that's all demon craps. That's why they want that border open. That's why they want that open border. Easy access to those children. Sex trafficking, man. These are sacrifices that you guys are helping to murder. So it's easy to post videos and images and talk about these poor kids over there. But if you follow the demon craps, you're aiding and you're abetting. You're helping this to happen. Nonsense like this. So Epstein is a fall guy. They need a fall guy. They're going to always need a fall guy. But yet their agenda continues to go on. So feedback, tell me what you think, subscribe. I'm going to put this link on the bottom. You guys can check it out for yourself. And when you come to this page, make sure you click on the donate button and support this page. Until next time, I'm fearless.